Hello, dear ones. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be back. It's always a joy to come and unpack with you all the nature goodness, all the goodness that nature provides to us. And we thank God. We thank God for all this gift because it's Him who created this goodness to us. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, welcome. Today's video, we're gonna show you how to make a virgin cold pressed coconut oil at home. Yes, imagine you can do this in your home. So, of course, you have to have the coconut. Just choose the mature ones, and of course, choose bigger than the ones that I have. The one that I selected in my store, this was the size that was available, but they're so tiny. So the more the tiny, the small the oil. So choose the bigger and mature coconut. Coconut oil has proven to have benefits for your health, both when you add it to your diet or you can use it for cosmetic purpose. So it's amazing, and I'm so happy to share this. Coconut oil, as I said, it's a very healthy oil. This is because, let's say 95%, you can imagine, 95% of it, contain this medium chain, that word, no, saturated fats, which are very healthy fats. They get broken down and immediately they can be consumed and used as energy. So let's start by grating. You grate this coconut. For me, I use this traditional one. I live at the coast, so this is how much these women here people use. It's called boozy, but you can also use alternative like blender. You can blend it. You just remove the meat and maybe slice it, reduce the size. You slice it into smaller cubes and then you just blend it. That's another option, but for us now we will use this boozy. Okay. Boozy is, you can call it, it's a goat also. It's a Swahili word of goat, but it's not goat. This is this equipment for grating coconut. So we remove the coconut meat, and here it's done. After it's done, that's our 4 tiny coconuts. We're gonna add some warm water. Yes, warm water, it's nice. At this point, you may decide to blend it still to make it even more finer, but okay, you can still use it like this. You don't have to blend it. So you squeeze it. Here you need some good muscle. Squeeze it to remove the milk. Done. So for me, I have improvised this is just a chiffon cloth. I use it to, you clean it well, and you can use it in your kitchen, or you can use any cloth that you have that can squeeze the milk out. And even if you have muscles, you can still squeeze it with your hands. So we squeeze it out. Just find something. Me, I usually say just look for something in your kitchen. I'm very sure you can find something to do this. There is always a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. You have to find a way. Just work with what is available. Don't stress yourself. We love sometimes complicating things in life, but life is so easy. Yes, we take it as it is. So this is the second round. Sometimes I'll do that, and then I'll use it for cooking. Can strain it to remove maybe some particles. And now make sure again you're using clean product, because this process of the cold pressure, we're not using any heat, because we understand sometimes heat can destroy some nutrients. So this is after 16 hours of fermentation. This is how it looks like. You see the water is down, and on top there we have curd. That is a creamy part that has curd, and it also have oil in it. So what we'll do to separate it, we'll refrigerate it for, let's say, 6 hours, but you can also decide to freeze it for 40 minutes. And now this is after 6 hours of refrigeration. We scoop it out gently. You know, it's already have solidified, so it's easy to scoop it out. That's how it is. You can see too much of it was water. Actually, too much of it was water. So make sure again to buy a big coconut. So at this point, we'll allow the mixture or the cream to melt at room temperature. And now when it melts, the curd will go down, and then the oil will be on the top layer. They will just separate. It's a lot of chemistry here. If you are good, if you are good in chemistry at your high school days, maybe you can explain this better, whatever it's happening. So actually, I somehow skip a video there to show you how the oil was on the top layer. Here it's after now the oil is on top, you freeze it. I freeze it for 30 minutes or so. And then it is easier to remove it like this instead of removing it when it is in a liquid form, because when it's in a liquid form you have to scoop it very carefully. But if you let it solidify again, the separation is very clear. You can see the oil is super white. You see it's on top, and then it's in white color. You can differentiate it very clearly. Now it's not very clear because it's in a camera, but like in the real sense, like when you're doing it, you can notice it's clear. You can see the layers, the way they have separated the curd and the oil. The coconut oil is white, and then the curd is kind of more of almost like light brown, or yeah. So it's easy to differentiate. It's hard to see it here from the video, but when you're doing it, it will be easy for you. Now I'm removing the curd now, and what is remaining in my hands is the pure cold pressed coconut oil, virgin, to make it's very healthy oil. This is what most of people use in their diet, especially those who are using keto, because they replace the energy from the one that you can get it from glucose. Instead of glucose, they use the ketogenic energy from this is a compound or a molecule that is found in the saturated fats of coconut oil, the MCTs. So this way you see people in keto diet, they use coconut oil, and it has, because of the lauric acid, it has antibacterial property and antimicrobial, antifungal. So that's why it's always very good on your skin, on your hair, to fight acne, and also to retain the moisture. It's a very good oil to have. So you can try this at home, and you'll have coconut oil, and then it's multi-purpose. Imagine the one that you're using to cook, to dress your salads, the same oil that you're using on your skin, on your hair, everything from internally, externally, you're all healthy. Now with the curd, sometimes you can do this now. You can put heat now here. Although with the heat, sometimes because of heat, like those micronutrients, sometimes they in coconut oil, like vitamin C, they're so sensitive to the heat. So that's why it's advisable to do the cold pressed. But of course the curd, we know it still have some oil, so that's why I decided to just use the heat to remove the oil in the curd instead of just wasting it. You'll see the difference, although I somehow burn it, and you know the burning means change of color. So but still we have some oil there. So this is our cold pressed after melting, after we separated it. Okay, now we can sieve it, strain it. And this is our pure, I'll say virgin cold pressed coconut oil. And here this is the result. Yeah, you can see we have our cold press. You can differentiate the color. You can see how totally different they look. And now here, this is the heated one, the one I removed from the curd. So this is pure. So you can try this at home and enjoy your coconut oil. It's very nice to try such things. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in our next video. God bless you. Before I leave, I want to leave you with this truth from Hebrew 1:9. Says that you have loved righteousness and hated lawlessness. Therefore God your God has anointed you with the oil of gladness beyond your companions. So go and share this truth, and God bless you so much.